Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at Polkadot. So this is definitely a coin we all believe in pretty heavily. I think, a lot of us understand that there is a need for this kind of utility. This token has so much benefits really wrapped around it, and I think realistically, as we continue to move forward, we will start to see Polkadot start, really kind of get back to its previous all-time high. So we're going to talk about that today, talk about when we could see that all-time high coming back, what prices we're going to see by the end of the year, end of the bull market part 2, as well as, deep diving into the bullish or bearish looking outlook, I guess, kind of relating to, Polkadot news recently. So before we get started, guys, I do want to say make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video if you guys want to stay up to date with Polkadot as well as any other altcoins on the channel. We talk about so many different altcoins with long-term potential as well. So we do see a 3.4% decrease in the last 24 hours. Taking a look at the last week, we do see a 13.27% decrease, and finally the last month, a 36.58% decrease. And one thing to really note here is the last 24 hours, you see a 3.4% decrease. However, in the last 24 hours of the entire market on Coinbase, you see a 0.49% increase here. So it is unfortunate that we continue to see Polkadot as one of the most struggling coins, next to Uniswap out there in the top 10 or really top 15 here. It's just crazy to see this continue to take place, as Polkadot is such a valuable coin in my opinion, and I do think we are going to see a great recovery coming into that bull market part 2 with Polkadot as well as so many other coins, like I said, altcoins, like I said, struggling through this manipulation FUD accumulation stage. So I do want to take a look at Polkadot more in detail here. Jumping into the last week, we do see, like I said, that 13.2% decrease. But one thing to note is that $13.7 billion market cap continuing to kind of hold on to a fairly large market cap with a volume right around 800 million. So the statistics are still there. We're still seeing good stats. And I do want to jump into, like I said, some Polkadot information and, really kind of bullish news that we kind of picked up here. So this is one of those kind of interesting things here. Join us for Polkadot Workshop. Learn how to build your own blockchain with Substrate.io and make use of Parachain, specialized, purpose-built, and blockchains optimized for their use case. So this is definitely important to really kind of continue with these introductions to Polkadot and Substrate, and obviously how to build your own blockchain. Definitely a very, very important thing to kind of realize or really understand on Web3 Foundation. So jumping into the next one, we see this is definitely a something we're going to jump into a little bit. It's the Polkadot news from July 5th to 11th. That's about 3 days ago, and we are seeing Kusama parachain auctions and crowd loans. We also see Polkadot ecosystem events and partnerships, as well as new projects in the Polkadot ecosystem. So that ecosystem is continuing to grow, and that's exactly what it takes to continue to grow the price as well on some of these coins. So we are seeing Kusama parachain auctions and crowd loans. The only bidder and highly likely the next winner in the fourth auction, 11/7/21, is Kala Network with the 122K plus KSM of community contributions. The next parachain really kind of candidate is the Bifrost Network with 82K plus KSM. And if you go down a little bit more, you can see some networks are still fighting for the parachain slots in the first auction batch. Some are preparing for the next batch of auctions and offer their supporters additional crowd loan rewards. So Bifrost has launched a gradient leading reward strategy with rewards up to 250% when Bifrost is the first candidate in the fourth auction and is ahead of the second candidate by a certain KSM amount. All contributors all really can receive additional bonuses. So it's definitely cool that this is taking place. A lot of people are really trying to take advantage of these auctions. If we jump down a little bit farther, I do want to talk more about the events and partnerships altogether, because events and partnerships are what really continue to push this coin farther, in my opinion, and why we are going to continue to see long-term potential behind this coin is because of the event and partnerships like Web3 Foundation, Shiden Astar, just Zenlink, Moonbeam, and Moonriver. We have Kilt, as well as Open Square Network, Edgeware, Oak, Raise Network, I'm not sure exactly how to say this one, Lintentry. We have Konami Network and Loom Network as well. So a lot of different partnerships continuing to take place. Like I said, events continuing on as well. I do want to talk a little bit about some of these new projects as well. Ruby Protocol is the privacy-centric data monetization framework for DeFi in Web 3.0 powered by Polkadot, as well as Parachains Info. So Parachains.info is Polkadot and Kusama ecosystem projects directory, projects comparison table, investors, GitHub, activity, and more. for auctions and crowd loans, news, events, watch lists. So a lot here available to us in the Polkadot ecosystem as we continue to see it grow. And, that's the weekly digest from July 5th through 11th, continuing, like I said, with big updates. I do want to talk about one more thing here. It's BlockFi. So we've talked about BlockFi in the past. Obviously, a great opportunity for you guys to make your money to work for you. So the future of finance is really ahead of you. So the old way of doing things doesn't really cut it anymore. With BlockFi, you can use cryptocurrency to earn interest at up to 7.5% APY, borrow cash, and buy or sell crypto. There are no hidden fees, no minimum balances, and no reason to wait. So the BlockFi Rewards credit card is here, and they're inviting eligible people at the top of the list to apply now. So grab your place in line and obviously take advantage of my link in the description below, as well as also in the pinned comment down below, because if you use my link, you can actually get up to $250 worth of Bitcoin when you sign up. And like I said, working smarter, not harder is definitely the way of the future, obviously the way of successful people as well. Taking advantage of your money just sitting in a bank account, instead of doing that, obviously put it to work for you, make some extra cash, and it's just a great way to, I guess, not cash in some way. We also see, obviously new balances coming in with crypto, but, make some extra money here. It's just a great way to really take advantage of the market as well as taking advantage of BlockFi. So let's jump into our next talk about Polkadot. We have the Polkadot is live. So Polkadot development is on track to deliver the most robust platform for security, scalability, and innovation. We've talked about this quite a bit, so we're not going to go into all the features and everything. Obviously, governance, staking, bonding, as well as so much more on their website. You can look into polkadot.net. Make sure to check it out yourself, because guess what, guys? I am not a financial advisor, so always do your own research. But if you go to their launch roadmap, you can actually scroll down and see what they've all accomplished. They've accomplished quite a bit. POA, NPS, they've gone over their governance and removing pseudo, enable balance transfers, and then obviously the current phase being that parachain rollout, and then they have the future upgrades coming up as well. So just quite a bit that they are currently working on continues to show that there is a great long-term future, and an inevitable really kind of Polkadot future here. And I want to talk about where we could see the price by the end of the year, as well as the end of the bull market. So realistically, by the end of the year, we do see, us push closer to that price point of our all-time high, about $49.69. A lot of us would love to see that take place, because right now at $14, we have seen major losses for people buying in at the all-time high there. And I think realistically, we are going to get back to that all-time high. It's just going to take some time. I think realistically, by the end of the year, we could easily see a $35 to $45 price point, and possibly pushing closer to that all-time high by the end of the year. Obviously, it depends when that bull market part 2 does start back up. With these price predictions specifically, I'm suggesting that it starts back up late September at the earliest. By the end of the year, I think, like I said, $50 is within range, but realistically, $35 to $45, a very big possibility. Moving forward, though, I do think by the end of the bull market, we are going to see price points for Polkadot right around realistically, right around $100 to $200. I think we could see a massive push. Obviously, that would be almost a 10x from this current Polkadot price point. Just crazy potential, and really what this bull market part 2 could bring with retail investors, as obviously industry leaders jumping on board with cryptocurrency. So that's just going to be my quick price predictions for you guys. Obviously, we aren't going to jump into too much, really jumping into, I guess, the price chart and giving you guys that, look into, what I'm trying to say here, guys, is we always try to kind of avoid jumping too deep into some of those price chart details, because a lot of you guys are here for that Polkadot news and information, as well as just kind of hearing those price predictions. So thank you guys again for tuning in today for Polkadot and the price updates regarding Polkadot. I will see you guys all in the next one. Make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video.